Hey y'all, it's Chris from Frontsite. Are you, like thousands of other Americans, wasting your time dry firing a pistol just so you can be better at the range? Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can be better and not waste your time dry firing an empty pistol. So, before you run to the comment section and start telling me how good it is to practice dry firing, I agree with you. What I'm saying is not you should not dry fire. What I'm trying to get at is a lot of people, when they go to a range and they see they're not doing very well shooting, they shoot a little bit. If you're right-handed, you shoot a little low left, or if you're lefty, you shoot a little low right, or you may shoot all left, all right, or maybe all over the place. There's a lot of different things that could be causing you not to be as precise as you possibly could be. There's a bunch of things. So a lot of instructors will tell you, go home and dry fire your pistol. Dry fire numerous times a day, 20, 50, 100 times a day, and it's going to make you a better shooter. Well, it does help make you a little bit better in your feel of the trigger. You get to know that trigger very, very well, and it is a good thing. The problem with dry firing, and there's two things that are wrong with dry firing, or not helpful with dry firing. One thing is you need a coach. You have to have a coach watching you. Sometimes there's some things you're doing, you may not be doing it right, and you won't even know it. And so there are some things that you just need to have somebody there to watch you dry fire or watch you press that trigger to see what your body is doing, what you are physiologically doing with that gun when you go through with pressing that trigger. So that's the first issue. You need to have a coach. So the second problem with just dry firing at home is you're not really fighting the monster. Now, what do I mean by fighting the monster? Well, typically people dry fire so they can try to beat an anticipatory problem or an anticipation. You anticipate the gun going off, so when you go click, your hand drops a little bit or your body jerks and it causes your round to go low. Well, the problem with practicing dry firing and trying to fix the anticipation problem is the monster. Now, the monster is you're bracing for the boom. You know when you're dry firing that your pistol is empty. At least you should by now know that your pistol is empty. So when you dry fire, you know your gun is not going to go off in your hand. It's just going to go click. So your body knows that it's just going to go click, and I'm not worried about the controlled explosion in my hand. Well, that's part of the problem. While it's good to get to know the feel of that trigger, you really have to be fighting that monster. And the only good way to really fight that monster is to shoot. Shoot live rounds and get used to it. Does it take 1,000 rounds to get used to it? It depends on the person, but not necessarily. You could take 50 rounds to the range and you can be deliberate in your pressing of that trigger and being used to the boom so you don't anticipate anymore. There's a lot of different things you can do at the range while you're shooting, but you have to be deliberate when you fire every single round. So, is dry firing bad? Absolutely not. Dry firing is good, but you need to get a coach because it takes 1,000 good reps to get rid of a bad habit. And if you're creating bad habits when you're dry firing, it's going to be very difficult to get rid of those habits when you're on the range. And it's going to cost you more money and ammunition and more time on the range. So do yourself a favor, get a coach or get some training and work on that anticipation so you're not bracing for impact with that boom. Something else people forget when they're working on dry firing is while they're working on just pressing the trigger, reset, pressing the trigger, reset, pressing the trigger, reset, you're forgetting about a very important piece of that, and that's the draw. If you're not in a uniform drawing from a holster, you need to be in some type of clothing drawing from a holster from a concealed position if you can. If you're carrying in a manner in which you're concealed constantly and you think you're going to just be able to get that gun out real fast and get on target real fast and handle the issue, you need to make sure you're training those physical reps as well. Come out of the holster, come out of the holster, come out of the holster, right? You need to be training with those reps as well. So I suggest you come out of the holster, you present, you get your dry fire in. You reset, you go back to the holster, and you do it again. You do the whole thing. You don't just do the dry fire, you do the dry fire with a draw and presentation as well. And that right there will help make you more efficient coming out of whatever holster you're carrying. And make sure if you're going to carry in several different positions, like appendix carry or side carry or small of the back or ankle, or if you got one in the backpack or the over the shoulder holsters, whatever you got, make sure you are training with every single position, because if you're only training one, you're not going to be better with the other. So I hope you learned a little bit from this video. Again, I am not against dry firing. You just have to be doing it the right way. Make sure you get a coach, and then make sure you take it to the range and continue to fight that monster. I appreciate you watching my content. Do me a favor and like this video if you got something out of it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And if you want to talk more about different ways you can get better at shooting, leave me a comment below. We can have that conversation. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to Frontsite.